Hello, guys and gals, and icosiphotophobia is the fear of the number 27. I like starting these videos off with a little factoid because I know that people just get to learn something on the way. So, ladies and gentlemen, why are we talking about the fear of the number 27? I want to start off by saying I got this off of the Phobia Wiki, and they also list Didiphobia as an actual phobia as well. I don't know how true that is. But I do know that there is a serious fear of numbers, and the fear of the number 27 cannot be understated. Now, a few days ago, I made a video where I talked about the number 27 and how Grand Theft Auto fans have basically become so starved for any information about a Grand Theft Auto update that we are now relying on lunar calendars, numbers. At this point, we might as well just fucking start doing like readings to cosmic deities in space at this point. Because realistically, that's where we're at, okay? There's no math or science involved in this. It's pure, unadulterated insanity. And I'm fucking for it. Now, I love this kind of stuff because I actually enjoy that period before video games release. Because generally speaking, I've been around video game releases long enough where this one feels like a release that kind of harkens me back to my high school days when you were waiting for stuff like Halo Reach, even back when I was in like middle school waiting for Grand Theft Auto 4, seeing the screenshots, visiting the website a million times, watching all the fucking Rickrolls on YouTube. Okay, I remember that shit was real fun. When high school came out, GTA 5, we got to see a trailer, maybe got to see some screenshots by now. GTA 6, what happened on the 27th? As it is actually the 27th, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you go to the Rockstar's old page here, on December 27, 2024, President Bush, we have the first post has hit the timeline. This week is your last chance to save during the Rockstar Store holiday sale. Oh shit! It's a fucking sale, boys! And it ends January. 7 plus 4 plus 3. Oh god, it's 27! Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be real, man. Insanity is wild. Now, obviously, all of this hype that the community built up, which none of the hype was, there was no involvement by Rockstar or anything. Nobody got into it. It was either the best troll ever, or everyone at the company is so busy making this game, they probably didn't capture this moment, okay? Again, when you have nothing to work with, you literally operate on complete insanity. And I think that's the really enjoying part. Like I said, I love waiting for games to release. I feel like when GTA 6 drops in 2027, because it may get delayed, remember, keep your expectations low and you'll never be disappointed. Then I think we'll look fondly at the time where we completely went fucking insane, hoping for any information, right? And look, at the end of the day, I think as a person that follows Grand Theft Auto pretty religiously, there are tons of franchises and there are tons of fan bases that are absolutely sitting with nothing, okay? For instance, you've got the Bully fan base. They've got no game coming out probably soon. It's not going to happen. Titanfall 3? Come on now. As much as I would want that, get out of here. EA? Fuck that shit. Half-Life 3? Look, I don't think it's going to come out, but hey, maybe it will. Now, if you go to the actual sale page, yeah, they'll sell you Red Dead 1 for $55. Oh, yeah. There's some decent deals on here. Like, sure, you can pick up Red Dead 2. GTA 4 is a pretty good game for $8. I love how they sell Bully Scholarship. Fuck off, Rockstar. You're not going to make a Bully 2. Stop trying to get me to buy. At least Max Payne 1 and 2 are getting remakes. LA Noire, we're not getting a second game. We're not getting Bully 2. You want to buy some Liar's Dice from Red Dead Redemption? No, not indeed. You know, it's sad. They're not even selling the cool merch that we saw. The one with the Vice City color scheme. No, you can buy the $70 crew neck. At least give us what we were fawning over, for crying out loud. Now, there has been some rather unfortunate situations. A channel I follow for Grand Theft Auto Online stuff, TGG, actually had to post about this. They had 140,000 viewers on their stream, which, again, that's pretty impressive for all the crazies in the asylum to fucking get together. Awesome stuff. Harassment has been a hot topic over the last week, and I have heard rumors of businesses and devs being harassed. And honestly, that should never have happened. There was one actual company involved in all of this. If you watched my previous video known as 27 Auto Sales, 27 Auto wants to thank the GTA community for all your support, heartwarming phone calls, and your rave reviews. We regret that we do not have any information on the trailer release date. You know, the fact they even have to specify they don't have information. We really are a goddamn asylum. Nor has Rockstar Games provided us with any information in regards to the trailer release for GTA 6. We're just as curious and anxious for that second trailer. I wonder if the person behind this just realized, like, holy shit, what is... I wonder if it's like somebody that's like just old enough that they don't know what Grand Theft Auto is and they just fucking learned about it right now through all of this. We're like, a video game? What? Mario? Pong? Oh, Grand Theft Auto? They're making games about felonies now? But to go back to TGG, as for himself, he got hundreds of hate comments, maybe thousands, calling him almost every name in the book, all because of a few hopium streams. He received actual threats. I think it's insane that there's even actually spawned any form of controversy. Like, at the end of the day, if you're somebody that was following this and if you weren't having a good, fun time doing it, I think that in of itself probably speaks of like the toxicity in some people. This, in my opinion, was always meant to just be a fun little thing. I don't think anybody should have taken this seriously at all. Like I said, when I first made that video about that moon theory like 2 months ago at this point, it wasn't a video that I think anybody should have taken seriously. It was a goofy, fun time that the community literally crafted up and called it a day. Because ultimately, when you have nothing to work with, okay, you're just gonna start making shit up, all right? You're gonna start fucking listening to the voices in your head. And sometimes that's all the entertainment we have. Motherfuckers in this community are sitting in the solitary wing of video gaming prison. Trust me, the voices are gonna speak after a year has passed, all right? You are in solitary for a year, okay? It's gonna happen. Now, to be fair, there's been a whole bunch of stuff that's come out from this, and I guess really one of the things that I kind of want to talk about, I guess, following into this is what happens after this game actually comes out. To be real, I want Rockstar Games to probably shift their focus more towards releasing games that probably aren't as large as Grand Theft Auto 6. Well, I think GTA 6 is genuinely an impressive game, like from what it looks like, just the one trailer. I don't think every game that Rockstar has to release needs to be just a technical advancement over the last. Because I feel like if you looked at the Rockstar release calendar, you know, in the PS2 era, you literally did go from like multiple games a year to like after GTA 5, it was Red Dead Redemption 2, and then a massive gap, and still a massive gap up until GTA 6, which hasn't even come out yet. And I think a lot of that obvious blame has to come down to the fact that Rockstar isn't really incentivized with making an actual game, when just one game in their repertoire, Grand Theft Auto 5, still clears more money than entire AAA games to this day from other equivalent developers in the industry. It's insane how successful GTA Online is, because I really think the financial incentive for Rockstar to keep producing games just isn't there. If GTA Online honestly wasn't as successful as it was, I would imagine that games like Bully 2 would probably actually see the light of day. Because ultimately, having big games alongside smaller games used to kind of be the Rockstar MO, right? You had your Grand Theft Autos, and you had your smaller IPs that you were kind of building up as well. When I was a kid, PlayStation 2 Rockstar, people who played Rockstar games sometimes didn't even jump into Grand Theft Auto. There were people that played literally Midnight Club. We have not gotten a Midnight Club game since the days of GTA 4. We have not gotten a Bully game, and I don't think we're ever going to get a Bully game simply because Bully is going to be highly controversial. It was already controversial when it came out on the PlayStation 2 when gaming wasn't as prevalent as it is now. And with the fact that Bully is going to be releasing on consoles in today's day and age, if it ever comes out, imagine the actual backlash parents would give if somebody decided to modify that video game eventually when it releases on PC and start modding in AK-47s to it, okay? I could just imagine the wild nature of the internet responding to a video game that allows you to, you can imagine, perform some of the worst stuff going on. And imagine if you had to also tack in Bully Online, because you know every future Rockstar game is going to have the online component with microtransactions. Just imagine telling somebody, I can't wait to bully other people online in a fucking game. That is, of course, if Rockstar would even produce Bully 2, which I think is such a small scope game for them that as developers and publishers they probably don't want to go for. And honestly, I don't think Rockstar is so comfortable with things like controversy as much because I don't think they want to deal with games like Bully or even games like Manhunt, for crying out loud. Manhunt 1 and Manhunt 2 were games so fucking wild in their scope, in their nature, that at least for Manhunt 1, I believe half the company almost wanted to jump ship because of how mature they were producing this title. But Rockstar made a stealth action game with the literal snuff pornography as the delivery device. Manhunt 2, probably one of the best psychological horror games that I think I've played in my life. I would highly recommend you play it if you've never. There is no game as unnerving in its portrayal of the darkest aspects of humanity as Manhunt 2. And I don't think we're ever going to get a Manhunt 3, all right? Even if they somehow want to bring it back as like some shitty battle royale, which that time has honestly long passed. Are we going to get Body Harvest or Smuggler's Run? Like I said, I don't think we're ever going to touch upon it. There are other actual games that I was really interested in from Rockstar way back in the day. Games that you probably understand and know of as Agent, one of Rockstar's canceled IPs. And while there's a few screenshots of it floating around, you know, given that I'm playing a lot of Hitman games lately, I would be so interested to see Rockstar touch upon like a conspiracy, stealth, action kind of game in a similar vein. But that would involve them having to move away from Grand Theft Auto or even Red Dead Redemption, if we're going to even get Red Dead 3 down the road. I don't know how they're going to touch the story there. But yeah, Rockstar is in this weird situation, and after 6, I really think for a company like them, they should probably find a way to start producing more of these smaller scale games like Bully, maybe like Manhunt, maybe like Midnight Club, and just start actually pumping out some more games, because I don't think everything has to be Grand Theft Auto 6 or Grand Theft Auto 7 or something that is so generationally defining that you can't have anything other than that. But even when it comes to things like gaming, it's not just Rockstar. I think if you're in the gaming camp, waiting for a Grand Theft Auto game, there is no better time. There have been so many video games that have come out that honestly, backlogs, everyone has them. Even the most like diehard gamer has a backlog that probably rivals that of the actual Bible itself in length. Because to be honest, me playing video games, right now I've been playing Hitman World of Assassination. I've been on my path of 100%ing Grand Theft Auto games. And again, just generally replaying Yakuza titles for a big video. And of course, playing Metal Gear. I have had literally no issues waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. Because by the time I even do 10% of that list, GTA 6 will already be at its first year anniversary. And the PC version will have probably been announced. But yeah, it's wild shit. If you're a gamer, it's probably one of the wildest times right now. Literally, like, as of like a couple days ago, there was a massive leak on places like 4chan, where, again, I have to blur a lot of this out to you. There is a 90 gigabyte leak of Halo content where the actual E3 2000, like, third-person demo that we once saw has actually leaked out, okay? Spear Test and E32K. Now, I can't distribute this build or really show you where to get it, but rest assured, this is a piece of gaming history now preserved and playable by pretty much everyone. So if you're a Halo fan and you're not expecting anything new, you might want to dip in and see just what these leaks can contain, because they've got some classics to really dig through. And of course, ultimately, if you're a Star Wars fan, Battlefront 3, did you guys know that the original Wii version apparently ended up getting leaked out in a pretty final leaked version too? Now, obviously, I can't show you any footage of this because there's multiple legal teams, EA, Lucas, I think it's Lucasfilms, and just, you know, in general, like pointing their rifles already, so I'm not going to jump right into the middle of that. But it is interesting to see. So if you are somebody that is into gaming, trust me, there's plenty of stuff to look into. Gaming has had some pretty wild stories this year, and Grand Theft Auto is going to arguably be the biggest story of next year. It's crazy when you think about it. Grand Theft Auto started off as an actual bug in a video game that nearly got the original first title canceled. GTA 1 is a game that I'm sure most people who play Grand Theft Auto these days probably have never touched. But it's a game that is important to me because I grew up playing this game. And for a game where the first bug was having the police ram into you, this ended up becoming a gameplay feature that one of the developers said, that was awesome. It was an awesome moment because suddenly the real drama where, oh my god, the police are psycho, they're trying to ram me off the road, that was awesome. So that part stayed in. And it didn't just stay in. It went all the way from this top-down PlayStation 1 masterpiece to a game that has become a cultural icon. Not for people that even just play the stuff, but a shining beacon for how artistic our actual gaming medium has become. Whether you're a fan of Grand Theft Auto or not, it is genuinely a pillar, like a keystone franchise that just shows how far gaming can go in being an art medium and being a way to tell stories and a way for the person to interact with the medium beyond just vegging out on a couch and watching things happen in front of them. It's a way for you to actually be a part of the story versus just be a witness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mudahar, and if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.